Forgive an old woman, but I forgot your name. What was it again? Would you mind getting my book from the sleeping quarters? It would spare my bones the trip. It's called Great Voyages. Would you mind getting my book from the sleeping quarters? It would spare my bones the trip. It's called Great Voyages. Thank you very much. I've read this old book many times. Seems I find something new each read. And no matter how many times I've read it, it never fails to get me excited for adventure. Are you the adventuring type? Ah, after my own heart. I've had a lifetime of it, believe it or not. If you're sticking around in Eastshade, maybe I'll tell you all about it sometime. Captain Ilona told me we'll be landing in Lindo shortly. I think we're all antsy to arrive.
I've never been to Eastshade. I've heard wonderful things about it. Did you know that the people there used to cover their mouths with garments? I've heard that's since gone out of style. Quite a strange fashion fad if you ask me. As long as Eastshade doesn't rock like this ship, I will love it. It's the quaint little seaside town we'll be landing in. It's one of the many gems of the country, I hear. Almost there.
Ooh, that did not sound good.
You've woken. Do you remember what happened? I'm glad your memory's intact. You washed up on this beach just a short while after the ship sank. One doesn't last long in water this cold. From what I've heard, you were the only passenger misplaced during the wreck. The others are safe in town. Eastshade, of course. Specifically, my home. I usually don't take visitors, but in this case I can hardly blame you for floating in unannounced. Only your easel. Don't forget to take it when you leave. Even the frigid tide couldn't bring you to part from it. It must mean a great deal to you. I was about to head into town to share news of your survival. You should go there and let them know yourself. It's just up the path. On your way, though. I was about to head into town to share news of your survival. You should go there and let them know yourself. It's just up the path. On your way, though. I was about to head into town to share news of your survival. On your way, though.
Oh, it's you! You're on the ship. What happened to you? Oh, thank goodness. We thought you were lost. Oh, what a horrible experience. I'm so glad to see you're safe. What brought you to Eastshade anyway? Very adventurous of you. I came to visit my family.
You look like you could use a nice cup of tea. This flavor is a bit strong for some people, but the effects can be lifted with a sip of water from your water skin.
Our captain is in a terrible state. I suppose that's to be expected. She won't even leave the dock. Perhaps it would console her to know that we all survived. You should speak with her. I lost most of my possessions too, and nothing has washed up. My family lives here in Lindo, so I'll be staying with them. If you find that night is coming and you're in need of a place to stay, you should check the inn. You'll be comfortable there. It gets cold around here at night. You shouldn't be out without a proper coat. After that wreck, I may just settle down here for a while. Are you wondering about anything else?
I'm a bird!
A newcomer. In the future, if you're ever in need of carriage to Nava, I'm your driver. My ox is strong, no?
Aren't I good at flying? Thanks! My dad says that I can do anything as long as I put my mind to it!
Hey, you have an easel! Are you an artist? So am I! Do you want to see what I made? Look! It took all day, but I want to make my next one even better. What should I do? But I don't know how to make a canvas. All right! You're a nice artist after all. I know where some boards are. Follow me.
Did you see when it ran a reef? I've never seen anything like that. Terrible waste of a good ship. And it went down so quickly. It's amazing anyone made it out of that.
Now we just need the fabric. I don't know where to find that. Maybe we should ask someone. Let's keep going.
We've had quite a few shipwrecks here. There's a reef surrounding the bay and that's what does it. It shouldn't slow down traffic too much though. I'm just glad you all made it. Lindau is a nice port town, although we don't have much to export anymore, aside from bloom sacks. And most of our tourism these days are just people passing through, on the way in or on the way out of Nava. Fabric. We go through loads of it. Here, these lengths are defective for shipping, but will perhaps serve your purposes.
So we have everything we need now, right? We can make a canvas from this stuff? Could you paint something? I want to watch a real artist. Is amazing! I want to try. Can I have a canvas? We found enough stuff, right? Yes! I'm going to use this for Miss Nika's next painting. She loves art so much. Hey, Miss Nika loves art like us. She always likes my paintings. I bet she'd like yours too. She really likes the eclipse. You should draw her that.
So you've survived too. That means only one of us has been lost at sea. Who? Only the most important one of us all, Annabelle! Doesn't sound... I see. She carries you across the oceans and you don't even learn her name. Annabelle! My ship! My wooden, sea-loving daughter! Killed by the damned reefs when we came into this miserable town. Kind of you to say so. Kindness does nothing to bring sweet Annabelle back to me. Off with you! Trade your life for hers. It's really a terrible place to be stranded. A ship-murdering town. Oh, a ship. Such a good ship she was. Now leave me be.
Watch your step there. Lots of moving boxes around here. You looking a little waterlogged. Guessing you just came in off of that ship. Think you even got some seaweed hanging from your ear. Yeah, we all have those days, right? I mean, my dad got in a shipwreck once. He wasn't as lucky as you, though. Oh, no, he's fine. Just lost his leg is all. Now he gets to order us around even more. So, you'll probably be exploring all over, right? Would you do me a huge favor? My brother loves raspberry-filled pastries. Loves them. He can't get enough. But raspberries don't grow here. So he puts in an overseas order every 2 weeks. It's crazy, really. Now, the thing he hates is grape-filled pastries. I mean, we all hate them, obviously, but he hates them even more. He'd destroy them all if he could, you know? He once saw an old lady eating some, and he grabbed the box and threw it in the ocean. It was the craziest thing. Okay, so what I did was fill his raspberry pastry bag with, grape pastries. Can you imagine what he's gonna do when he eats one? He'll go insane! He's always suspicious of me doing something like this, though, so it would be perfect if you could play along and act like you're a, delivery person. So, what do you say? Will you deliver them to him? Perfect! You gotta play the part, though. Really make him think they're raspberry pastries. This'll be great. Here, take these. My brother lives over in Nava, so I'll meet you there in a few days, alright? I'll probably be near the bakery. You just come find me, and I'll point my brother out to you.
Thanks again for the canvas.
You must be the traveler from the wrecked ship. Ingolf needs some visitors every now and then. I wish he would spend more time in town, but he'd rather be alone. Yes, I run the inn. I always keep a full stock of soup and tea to refresh weary travelers. When I was young, I traveled all over this island. I'd love to adventure again one day. It's a bit more calm than Nava. I think it's quite a nice place to relax. I lived there for a few years, working as a baker. I do miss the bustle of the city sometimes. Certainly. Ah, the... Certainly.
I feel so adventurous staying here in Lindo. I live in Nava, but sometimes I just long for the primitive lifestyle Lindo offers. How humorous you are! I like that in a person. Some may find the story of my journey utterly inspiring. Nothing could have prepared me for the muddy paths, the unbearable heat. I even had to eat outside. Overall, it was a dreadful experience, but I braved through it all. Yes, it certainly was impressive on my part. I so dearly wish my friends could see how adventurous I've become.
Watch me soar like a bird!
Who's there? Nika? Is that you? You must be one of the tourists. Terrible about the sinking and all that. Glad you're okay. Yada yada, etc. But will you go get Nika, the innkeeper? I need help. It's stuck, obviously. Now, would you be so kind as to go get Nika for me? It happens. It's fairly normal, really. Doesn't it happen to you from time to time? Brilliant! I'll wait here. Ugh.
You look well. Oh, of course he does. And what is it this time? Again? That's like the 8th time. All right then, we'd better go help. Oh, it's really stuck, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty stuck.
I think what we need here is some soap. Would you be a dear and fetch some soap from Amin's house? It's just down the stairs and across the courtyard.
Hello there. Can I help you, traveller? Soap? Well, certainly. May I ask why? He did? Is he a friend of yours? Well, I shouldn't gossip then. Right. Well, here's some soap. Safe travels.
You have the soap? Well, let's try this thing then. Here, let me have that soap.
Well, I guess it was convenient that you dropped in when you did. Thanks for getting Nika. Well, you are a nosy tourist, aren't you? Beeswax! Well, I guess it was convenient that you dropped in when you did. Thanks for getting Nika.
Great viewpoint, isn't it? Look, the eclipse is starting. Not a bad show, right? I try to come up here every day. I guess it just doesn't get old for me. Anyway, if you haven't got lodging for the night, feel free to stay at the inn. I'll leave the upstairs room unlocked for you. Drop in at your leisure. Don't worry about payment. Shipwreck survivors stay free of charge. Take care now. My garden is filled with all sorts of wriggly critters. Certainly.
I know that I can do it if I put my mind to it! I can't fly if I don't even try!
Good, Lenny. You need to come down right now. You're going to get hurt.
Everybody, turn around!
What? Why?
If you don't all turn right now, I'm gonna jump!
Okay, okay. Everyone turn around. I don't know what you're trying to do, but it's time to come down now.
Newcomer's still looking!
I will stay busy working this dock. It's hard, but fulfilling for me.
Of course you did. I'm just glad you're back down. Don't do that again, okay?
Okay, now that I know I can fly, I won't do it again.
When I was a boy, merchants came to Lindau with strange spices and soft fabrics. They haven't been back in a long time, though. We mainly get shipments of teas, grains and fabrics, and headwear of the latest fashion, of course. In any case, there's always lots of work to do around here. My father was a fish. Lindau is a nice port town, although we don't have much to export anymore, aside from loom sacks. And most of our tourism these days are just people passing through, on the way in or on the way out of Nava. Can you believe he came up with the plan for this city by himself? I'd love to meet him.
I do enjoy this exciting new lifestyle I've adopted. Did I ever tell you about my journey to Lindau? Say, you do some sort of art things, don't you? What stunning taste you have. Be sure to capture every bit of my elegance. Have you decided you'd like to paint a bold adventurer? What stunning taste you have. Be sure to capture every bit of my elegance.
Yes?
The salty sea air never gets old. That poor man. He had quite a gruff personality. Not very sociable. But I don't think he meant to offend people. I hope he's very happy, wherever he is. Take care now.
Give me some space. We've had quite a few shipwrecks here. There's a reef surrounding the bay, and that's what does it. It shouldn't slow down traffic too much, though. I'm just glad you all made it.
Ah! Certainly.
Have you decided you'd like to paint a bold adventurer? Have you decided you'd like to paint a... What stunning taste you have. Be sure to capture every bit of my elegance. Have you decided you'd like to paint a... What stunning taste you have. Be sure to capture every bit of my elegance. Have you decided you'd like to... What stunning taste you have. Be sure to capture every bit of my elegance. Oh my, that painting. It's the most perfect thing I've ever seen. I simply must have it. This is wonderful. My friends will be so jealous of me. I think I'll start a collection of paintings just like this. Can you imagine? An entire wall filled with paintings of me.
A newcomer. In the future, if you're ever in... My ox is strong, no? A newcomer. I said in the future. I won't take you right now. You're a newcomer, and you've never been to Nava. It's not so far, and the walk is lovely. Everyone going to Nava for their first time should approach by foot. I won't be the one to cheat you out of an enriching experience. And if it's the cost of the toll bridge you're worried about, know that you would have to pay it whether you're riding with me or not, if it's your first time crossing. My ox is strong, no?
When I was a boy, merchants came to Lindau with strange spices and soft fabrics. That was the original Lindau. The town got destroyed after it rained every day for a solid month. The hill just slid away. There might be some stuff worth salvaging out there. I remember playing in there as a kid. The ocean looks beautiful from the top. I wish it wasn't locked up.
You look well. Take care now.
Hello there, newcomer, are you? Trying to get across the bridge, I guess. I hope you've got the glowstones for it. It's not free, you know. The rule is you pay once and you can use it as much as you'd like. Hi, mate. I'm a fisher. I catch fish, I cook fish, I sell fish. You know. But mostly what I do here is fish. Sometimes I like to visit town, but not very often. What's all that you're carrying? Looks heavy. Are you some kind of painter? You know what? Maybe there's a way you can get the glowstones out of me after all. There's a gazebo in Lindau. Real pretty spot. Maybe you've been there. Anyway, I'd like a painting of that view. The gazebo is easy to find. It's just behind the inn. And I want the painting from the gazebo, not of the gazebo. It's the view, not the building, if you get my meaning. Damn fish aren't biting today.
There's nothing like a good book on a day such as this. Actually, books are the perfect way to spend any day. Do you enjoy reading? I'm glad to hear that. Perhaps I can share my favorite books with you sometime. My favorite books are the ones that inspire me to write myself. How about you? We creatives, me a writer, you a painter, we've got to stay inspired. Best way I've found is to drink many cups of tea. Always gives me a boost. Speaking of writing, if you find any feathers around here, I'd happily buy them. I'm constantly losing my quills. I figure 3 should do it. Oh, wonderful! Hopefully this is enough to last me a while. Thank you very much. I do hate scouring the forest floor for these. If you find any more, I'll pay you 1 glowstone apiece. Is there something else? That's where I live, when I'm not camping. My house was the only thing standing after the mudslide. Moving all those books just seems like too much trouble. Besides, what could be more fun than living in a ghost town? I'm certain you did. Did you manage to take a peek inside? I welcome all who are interested in learning. That building was part of the original town of Lindau. I've heard a ghost has taken up residence inside. If you're interested in an adventure, it's a lovely spot for a nighttime stroll. Many of the folk from Old Lindau moved there after the mudslide. The library there is of a historic note. Is there something else?
Looky here, you've gone and painted the gazebo view. Are you willing to sell it? Oh, how about that? Got myself something fancy. See you around. Thanks again for that painting. Damn fish aren't biting today.
Mind the plants underfoot. What can I do for you? I spend a lot of time studying and documenting new plant life. Just yesterday, I believe I discovered a new sort of lily pad. We've got great plant diversity, and I can always get imported teas from the storehouse. We've also got more wild bloom sacks than anywhere else. Believe it or not, I've never been. I'm not sure Bojan would care much for the bustle. As far as I know, he left Lindau a long time ago and never returned. Unfortunately, he and I did not get along terribly well. I like to go walking over there. It's nice to take in the sea air from time to time. It was destroyed such a long time ago. I was only a child, so I barely remember what it looked like. Mind the plants underfoot!
It is a bloom sack, Raph. It does not. It looks quite nice if you ask me. I made it after all. I might, but only if you meet the right requirements. My only requirement is that you be my friend. One of my best friends, to be exact. I understand. Quite reasonable. Let us begin learning about one another. Is your favourite colour orange or yellow? I see. Now, if you had to choose between eating slugs or cakes, which would you eat? Maybe I can make you some slug cakes? This next one will be tricky. If you saw a frog stranded all alone on a lily pad, what would you do? I feel as if I have come to know you very well. Would you agree that we can be friends now? Oh, wondrous! Here, now we can sit on rafts together. You'll need some twine to keep it all together. I don't know how to make that, but Ona has a lot of it. You also need wax, and that's very hard to find. Sometimes there's still candles. But don't tell Ona. Hello, good... Where's your...
Hello again. I overheard your conversation with Bojan. He'll be so excited to have you as a friend. He's a very special individual. There's no one who loves rafting as much as he does. Though he can be difficult at times, he's a kind soul. I appreciate your cordialness. Ah, a blossoming botanist, I see. To start, you'll need some roots. You can find them at the bases of trees. I can show you how to make twine, but it is a process. I see you're a painter. I would so love some artwork in my home. I'm quite partial to sandy beaches. What do you say? If you make me a painting, I'll teach you how to make twine. I look forward to seeing your work. Mind the plants underfoot.
I was about to head into town to share news of your survival. You should go there and let them know yourself. It's just up the path. On your way, then.
What a lovely sandy beach you've painted! Would you be willing to give it away for the opportunity to learn? This is splendid! It will be the prized piece of my sitting room. Now, here's how to make twine. Mind the plants underfoot! What can I do for you? Mind the plants underfoot!
Hello, good friends. Where's your rat?
I saw some birds flying around a few nights ago. They were so graceful. I especially like the ones that do this. Ooh, ooh. What a fun way to talk. Ooh. Fancy, fancy city folk, but they do buy my pots. Bye now.
Pretty busy if you couldn't tell. Got all these trails to maintain, tourists to wrangle, animals to nurture, plants to relocate. I'll be lucky if I ever get to take another break in my whole life. Yeah, it is. At least someone understands what goes into making a national park. I'm just really stressed today. Oh, and I've also got to go rescue a stupid water fox, as if I didn't already have enough work to do.
They're aquatic rodents, essentially. Like to live in watery caves. People think they're adorable, but in my opinion, they're just wretched. My responsibility here is maintaining the trails. That's why I was hired. These water foxes are a huge thorn in my paw, and they distract me from my real tasks. My partner was the one who took care of the water foxes. Now he's gone, and I have no idea to handle these animals. I've been trying to trap one all day. Tried every type of bait under the moon. He wanted to see the world. I don't blame him for that. But he could have at least left some instructions for taking care of these hard animals.
One of them mangled his foot, and I was trying to administer some salve before it gets infected.
I've already wasted so much time trying to catch him. I really can't spend another day on this.
I think it's officially a lost cause. Yeah, he'll probably die, and his kits won't last long without him either. I guess it's sad, but the trails need maintenance.
I'm not really supposed to let visitors get so close to the wildlife, but I guess it doesn't matter at this point. The water foxes are living in a cave, not more than 100 paces from me.
City folk.
It's like they've never seen a trail before, always trampling through the foliage like animals.
What? You painted that owl? Can I buy it from you? This is great! Ooh, ooh. Is this too many glowstones? I wouldn't know. I've never bought a painting before. You've got a real ear for birds. Let me know if you ever need anything. Bye now.
Welcome to the Kestrel's Eyrie, providing a warm bed for travelers and tourists for just 2 glowstones a night. Are you in need of a room tonight? You might have met my old friend Nika. She runs the inn over there. We used to get into a lot of trouble together. It's a shiny kind of place. You heading there now? I heard there's an arts supplies store. Seems like something you might like. Alright then, it's just up the stairs, second door on the right.
By trade, I am a cartographer, but unfortunately my productivity is down at the moment. I have run out of ink. It'll be a while before my shipment comes in. You're new around here, right? I'll bet you could use a map of Eastshade. If you'd like one, I have an extra print here I can give you. But in exchange, I'm wondering if there's something you can do for me. As I mentioned, I'm running low on ink. If you find me 4 inky cap mushrooms, I'll give it to you. Great! I've just put the final touches on your map. I hope it serves you well. See you. Thanks again for the inky caps. I can finally get some work done now. A beautiful city, and very straightforward, cartographically speaking. Safe travels.
My great-great-grandparents built this lodge. It's held up pretty well, I'd say. With any luck, it'll stay up for many more generations. You might have met my old friend Nick.
Oh, hello. I'm not really in the mood to talk with anyone. I lost something really important. It was like the key to everything. I just can't believe I lost it. My amulet. I don't know how this happened. I just wanted to look at it, but now it's gone. Sorry. I don't feel like chatting right now. Sorry, I don't feel like chatting right now.
Yes, a newcomer. May I see your reference letters, please? I'm afraid if you're seeking passage into Narva, you'll need 3 reference letters from citizens of Eastshade, signed and sealed. Well, you need to find people who are willing to vouch for your character and writing. Since you're a newcomer, you'll have to make some friends in the country. Will that be all, then? Well, you need to find people who are willing to vouch for your character and writing. Since you're a newcomer, you'll have to make some friends in the country. Will that be all, then? It hasn't always been this way, but lately we've been getting more newcomers than usual. We don't want to be unwelcoming to new folk, but we are trying to have some measure of security. Will that be all, then? Will that be all, then? Stay safe now.
Need a lift? All right then. Need a lift? All right then. Need a lift? All right then.
I saw you talking with the captain. How's she doing? That doesn't surprise me. She's lost her home and her career in one fell swoop. How have you been? I would if I could, but I'm not a resident here.
Well, I guess it was convenient that you dropped in when you did. Thanks for getting Nika.
My garden is filled. Sure, I can do that for you. Certainly.
I just can't. I will not write you a reference. We already have too many vagrants in Nava for my taste. I will not write you a reference. We already have too many vagrants in Nava for my taste.
Thanks again for the canvas. That place is haunted. Every time I go there, I hear weird sounds. And some nights the windows light up. It's kinda creepy. I'm not scared of ghosts, though. That place is neat. My mom takes me there sometimes, but I'm not allowed to go by myself.
My father was a fisher of these oceans, so I've been out on the sea plenty of times.
If only Annabelle could sail the seas once more. How cruel can this world be? What? I don't know. Is that an old Lindau? That used to be the main town. Old Lindau was a perfectly lovely port city. If that had been our destination, we wouldn't be in this mess. Why are you interrogating me? Can't you see I'm in mourning? Blasphemy! Have you no sympathy for the broken-hearted? Now leave me be. Oh, a ship. Such a good ship she was. None of that matters now. Now leave me be.
This is gonna be such a great prank! Don't forget to meet me in Nava. I'm usually near the bakery.
I was about to head into town to Shane. On your way, then.
Thanks again for that paint. Damn fish unbiting today.
That's where I live, when I'm not camping. My house was the only thing standing after the mudslide. I'm certain you did. Did you manage to take a peek inside? I welcome all who are interested in learning.
What can I do for... Any friend of Bojan's is a friend of mine. Here. Mind the plants underfoot.
Hello, good friend. Where's your rat? I think Ona can do that.
for the painting. Ooh, for a friend like you, of course. Ooh, ooh. Bye now.
Do you have your references in order? Yes, it appears everything is in order. Go right ahead then. And welcome to Nava.
Oh, Leilani. Well, she works in the spice shop down in the lower market. She's not the best cook, though. But she's wonderful. I mean, you know, she's a great person. So kind, funny, thoughtful. We've been spending a lot of time together lately. Things are really so great between us. I think I want to ask her if she'll be my girlfriend. I want to be somewhere special when I ask her, though. Somewhere magical and perfect. Like sitting on a golden cloud at sunset while butterflies circle around us. But you're probably not interested in this kind of thing. She loves bread. So yesterday I baked her a loaf in the shape of a rose. We ate it together on a bench in the garden. It was so perfect. Oh my god. What if I already missed the perfect moment? I'm just so nervous to ask the question. Would you do me a favor? Can you find out Leilani's favorite place? I know it's kind of silly to dance around like this. I just want it to be special. You're the best! She works in the spice shop down in the lower market area. Let me know what you find out. Please hurry. I'm so excited!
Oh dear. Oh no. I've done something terrible. I'm not sure if we've met before, but I need help. Oh dear. This morning I sold some zucchinis. I thought they were zucchinis, but now I still have the zucchinis here in my basket. I sold toxic tubers. Oh God, I've no idea who I sold them to. Numb legs, upset stomach, and then hours of vomiting. You stop panicking. This is a disaster. I'm ruined. Once was bad enough, but twice. And now people are gonna start being sick. There's so little time. I need to recover those tubers. Can you help me? I've got no one else to turn to. Thank you, thank you. Please, just ask people if they bought any zucchinis today. Tell them what happened and get the tubers back. I sold 4 zucchinis altogether and I put them in blue bags. Maybe that could help you find them. Oh God, I hope no one has eaten any.
A wonderful show at the Tarnished Teapot last night. The tea house hosts a different musician or storyteller every evening. They are such inspiring events. Goodness, I almost fed this to my grandmother. Thanks for finding me. Here, you take it back. I don't need it anymore. Yes, you already asked. I nearly gave it to my grandmother for dinner. Thanks for tracking it down.
You made it to Nava! And you still have the pastries, right? Oh, this is gonna be great! Okay, my brother's sitting at the table right outside the bakery. I'll go over to him first, then you follow behind. Remember, make him think you're a normal delivery person. Oh, hello there, delivery person! I'm not expecting any packages.
Can I help you? Good. I've been expecting a delivery. Give it here. It looks like someone's rifled through these. They're a little crushed, too.
A little crushing isn't gonna ruin the tangy, sublime, gorgeous taste of raspberries. Ugh!
What's happening to me? This is the most revolting, sickening. This flavor. Grape! My tongue! It'll never be the same! What despicable baker would make an error so unforgivable? Neo! This my brother's idea of a prank? Poisoning a person's taste buds with the most repulsive flavor ever invented? It's hilarious. I can't believe you actually got me. And Neo's always trying to do these ridiculous pranks. Usually I can see him from a mile away. But messing around with grape pastries? That's some risky business. You should be proud. I'm not easily pranked.
That was perfect. You should look into doing this for a living. I don't have much to give you, but seeing my brother eat a grape pastry was just priceless.
I can still taste that grape filling. repulsive.
Hi there.
Interested in a book?
Just because I'm an owl folk doesn't mean I can't control myself around copious amounts of fresh fish. Okay, sometimes I eat some of the stock, but it's my shop after all. What?
Get your news here, get your news here. Did you pick up a paper? It's free. We're supported by donations from the community. Looks like you already have the latest news. Would you like to donate a glowstone to the Shadian Post so we can keep the paper free without ads and unmotivated by pop news and tabloid journalism? Thank you for your contribution.
Hi there. I mainly work in furniture, but by the looks of your pack, I doubt you're interested in buying a table or chair. Not to worry though, I've got just the thing. How'd you like to buy a handcrafted wooden bike? 80 glowstones. Is it though? Just look at this bike. It's a feat of engineering. Riding it feels like flying, and it saves you so much time. Oh, well, if you ever do, I've got plenty in stock. They take me a good while to make, but I'm getting faster at it. Got to keep up with the demand. Hi again.
What can I brew you up?
What is it? I feel like I just ate a huge bite of death. All I had today was a zucchini. I mean, it looked weird, but it tasted really good. Oh, great. Yeah, I bought one. Ate it already. Oh, how long is this gonna last? I'm gonna kill Ted. Oh, this is horrible.
Well, your clothes are looking a little scrappy. Bet you're just about to freeze to death come nightfall. If you're ever looking to upgrade your attire, I'm sure I have just the thing. The Shez are the religious group that actually uses the teas out of respect for our goddess Tien. They have a temple on the Tifmore Bluffs. If you know anything about the Roots cult, you should tell them. A group of degenerates. They lay in pools of water, drinking hallucinogenic teas and raving about their otherworldly experiences. They'll try to trick you into believing it only alters your dreams, but don't believe them. Their goal is to consume all the tea that rightfully belongs to the goddess Tien, and the authorities are utterly useless in the matter. If you want to support and aid the sanctity of the tea, you should seek out the Shez as soon as possible. I didn't try to buy any zucchinis. I grow my own at home. Poor Tam. He tries, but things just don't seem to work out for him.
Good day. Good day. One thing I can say about the folks here, they never ask for swords. Which pleases me greatly, because swords are just about the most boring things you could ask a blacksmith to make. The only thing more boring than making a sword is being dead, which coincidentally is what swords are used for. Which is another reason why I'm glad folks around here don't ask me to make them. I'd rather make a kettle any day of the week. See you later.
Good to see a new face. Let me know if I can help you with anything. I love it here. There's really no part of town I'd be worried to let my two daughters play unsupervised. I moved here right out of college when my longtime resident aunt wrote to me about a job opening in the library. It was quite a great distance for me to move, considering it was a bit of a paltry opening at the time. But 20 years later, as head librarian, I can't say I have any regrets.
Sorry, you can't go up there right now. We're doing some renovations. Hard to say. Maybe in 10 months, give or take? Could be longer if we hit any delays. If you're here to visit, yeah, you won't be seeing it this trip. Sorry about that. Well, you need a pass. Any official from the university should be able to give you one. Have a good one.
Round there. Then a straight line here. Yes, that looks better. Round there. Then a straight line here. Yes, that looks better.
Trade here, trade there. So many folk are scurrying about. A trader? I suppose you could say that. A trader of sorts. Just take a look at all those shiny things coming in the markets. Sad day when my legs stopped working quite so well. Haven't made it down to the lower level in some time. Say, I heard from some other folks that you're one of the most helpful people in Eastshade. Do you have time to help an old woman? Excellent, excellent. You and I, young friend. I can tell we're gonna make a fine pair. Been a long time since I had a partner of any sort. Oh, I feel 10 years younger. I'm embarrassed to admit. I left a precious box up north, in the caverns. You know, the howling caverns on the Tiefmoor Bluffs? I must have left it there. It was years ago, mind you, that I left it behind. Longer, actually. I was still a young girl. Spent time playing all over Eastshade. That box was one of my favorite possessions, passed down from my mother. I must have spent hours searching those caverns. Dunno if the sea swept it out or if someone came and took it. Suppose I became a touch more sentimental in my later years. I just want to see it again. It has some decoration, you know. Not too much. It's a rather simple wooden box, I think.
course. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Zara, Assistant Research Scientist here at the university. Do you know of Melek? He's the merchant selling the so-called elixir of life down in the market. I have a favor to ask of you. Do you think you could perhaps go to Melek's shop in the market and buy me one of said elixirs? I'll buy it from you at twice what it's worth. I'd like to run some tests on it. I've heard the claims, and let's just say I'm skeptical. This elixir of life seems to be quite a trendy product in the city, and if this Melek fellow is cheating folks out of their hard-earned glowstones, I'd like to know the truth of it. Well, you see, I've earned a bit of a reputation here in Nava as the resident skeptic. I just like to know the science of things. I tried to buy one from him. He told me that with my closed-minded attitude, it would never work on me, and refused to sell me one. The obvious tactic of a charlatan, if you ask me. Fantastic! You can find me here just about any time. I'm always working. They're a group that highly appreciates the consumption of dream teas. The teas are made with herbs that stimulate dreams. It's quite interesting how the chemicals work on the brain. They are safe in moderation, the largest risk being that when sleeping with dream teas, one gets very little rest, since the brain is actually more stimulated than during the day. The latest science actually considers it a form of exercise for your brain. I know it's a spectacular view. Beyond that, though, is there any reason specifically you need to be up there? I see. Well, I'll tell you what. Help me with discovering the truth about Melek's elixir, and I'll get you a pass.
What's the password?
Stay informed. Get the latest issue of the Shadian Post. Pick it up here. Free copies. Accepting donations.
Well, hello there. Such a great day, isn't it? I just love days like this. Last night, I saw 2 shooting stars, and right then I knew today was going to be a fine one. Ah, you're an artist? Oh, you must be very skilled. I can barely draw a straight line in the mud. If you're feeling especially energetic, we could always use a hand in the fields. We've got a lot of work down on the pea terraces. It can be draining, but I like to read in my free time. A nice book of poetry always boosts my spirits. What? Are you serious? Okay, well, I bought some, but I definitely didn't eat them. I'd never make that kind of mistake. I just don't have them anymore. Threw them away. I need to go now. Ah, the secretive underground tea drinking society. I've had a few cups of dream tea in my day, but things have changed since then. Now it's all locked doors and passwords.
Well, looky doodah, we've got a fresh face. Haven't seen you in the city before, and I like to think I know just about everyone around here. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Osha. Some people around here call me the One Glowstone Guy because I'll buy anything for 1 glowstone. Any item under the sun and moon. Just one. The way I see it, I already got just about everything I need in life. So nothing's worth more than 1 glowstone to me. There's only one thing that's worth more than a glowstone to me. One special thing. And that thing is... mountain wart. I'll give you 2 for that. Did I mention some people call me One Glowstone Guy? Well, I've got 2 nicknames around here. The other thing people call me is 500 Glowstone Guy. I only ever have 1 item for sale at a time, and I only sell anything for 1 price. Guess how much? 500 glowstones. Sealant. Would you like to buy some sealant? It'll be 500 glowstones. There's only one thing I want that I can't seem to get, but I'm not sure you can help. I want to get into that fancy club, The Roots. They're such exclusive little buggers. I need the password to get in. No idea who to talk to about that. Get me that password, and I'll give you the sealant.
Welcome to the inn below the tarnished teapot. You sure? We have rats. If you really want, first door on your left. Correct. That is the name. We once had another name, but everyone just called us that inn below the tarnished teapot. I don't really blame 'em. This place is a bit of a dump. The manager has really let it go. Me. It's cold and damp, tiny windows, smells a little stale. At least the front door's nice and big. That's a plus, I suppose. Sounds hard. I used to live on the mainland years ago. Working as a bricklayer was terrible. Hated every minute. Then my grandma died, bless her soul, and left me a son. Quit my job that day and got the first ship here. For no reason in particular. Just wanted to leave. Bought this dumpy floor for dirt cheap. Didn't really know what I was doing. Now this city's a boom town and I'm living off the reverse mortgage. Just goes to show, act impulsively and sometimes you get rich. That's what I've learned anyway. Oh, and have some inheritance. It's kind of like a club. People go under the city to drink dream teas, relax, unwind. It used to be open for everyone, but it's pretty locked down now. Some folks have been trying to destroy or steal their tea plants, so they had to get real protective.
There was a dream party out on the Salt Spring Coast a few nights ago. Who knows? Maybe you can make the right connections and get a chance to try some.